Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing another chips and dip mukbang. I'm so excited. I have made some amazing dips today. Actually, I don't know if they're amazing because I haven't tried them yet, but they smell amazing. So this one is a cheesy, creamy corn dip, and to dip in it, I have spicy sweet chili Doritos, one of my favorite chips. And I think I had those in my last chips and dip mukbang, but I love them so much, so I have to have them again. Then I have Walmart's brand Ruffle chips, because these are also really good, and they're accidentally vegan. And then I also have Walmart's Bowls tortilla chip dippers, which are perfect for chips and dip. And then I made this cake batter dip, you guys. It smells so good. I'm so excited. And to dip in it, I have vegan graham crackers and Trader Joe's speculoos cookies. So I'm very excited. And then also for today's mukbang, I'm talking about a trip I just took with my family to Utah. It was like our winter vacation trip and it was very fun, so I wanted to talk about it today. But first, I'm going to start with this dip, and I'm going to start with the tortilla chips. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So this has vegan cheese, vegan mayo, corn, spices, and I think that's it. And green onions and cilantro. That is so much better than I was expecting. Wow. I absolutely love corn, so this is like the perfect dip for me. These are actually surprisingly better than Ruffles, in my opinion, so I had to get these ones. Yep, those are good in it too, but I think the tortilla chips are better. And now for some Doritos. Wow, that's a really good combo. These are so good. Mm. I also brought up some lemonade to drink. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so our winter vacation, we went to Utah, and typically when we do go to Utah for winter vacation, we go to this resort in the mountains with my mom's side of the family. We've been going there since I was a baby. My mom has been going there since she was young as well. And so it's obviously snowy. The trip up there was okay. It was mostly rainy, but once we got into the mountains it got snowy, but it was still fine. If you haven't seen my video where I had my burger casserole and my Oreo Pizookie, it was the video where I talked about Garrett Bardsley's disappearance. And in that video I talked about how he was in the Uintas when he went missing. Well, we were in Utah and we were in the mountains, and so I was kind of just joking around and I was like, hey Dad, how close are the Uintas to us right now? And he said, oh, it's actually like just over that mountain range. And I was like, oh, that's comforting. And I'm really not afraid of the Uintas. I was kind of just joking around, but I never knew that we were always so close to the Uintas. Because we go to the same resort every year, even during summer sometimes. So I was like, well, I never knew that. And then my dad actually told me that over summer we went on this hike in Utah as well. We went to this place called Donut Falls, and that's literally in the Uintas, and I didn't even know it. So So when we got up there, my mom's twin sister was already there, and it was just our family, my grandpa, and my mom's twin sister's family. And it was really fun. We always have such a good time with my mom's twin family, like my mom's twins family. They're one of my favorite families ever, so it was just amazing. The second day and the last day that we were up there, we went sledding. I hadn't gone sledding since I was like 3 or 4, which it was also actually at the same resort that I went sledding the last time, but it had been years. And so I finally decided that I wanted to sled again. I think we went up there a few winters ago, but I was just like too cold to go in the snow, but I was like, I'm doing it this year. I want to go sledding. So we went sledding. And my mom let me borrow her huge coat because I don't own a coat because I live in Nevada. I really need to fix that, but she let me borrow her coat so I could go sledding, and then we were going to trade off when I was done so she could go sledding. And so we made it to the hill. Then on the hill, when you make it to the top, it's one trail, but there are 2 sections on that trail, basically where the sleds just made an impact and an indent in the snow. So I only went twice, but the first time I went, I was on the right side, and it was fun. Like, it was good that I went on that side first because I needed to figure out how to get in position and everything and try not to hit everybody on my way down, but it was decently slow. And I actually really liked it, so I wanted to go again. And I went to the top and I decided to go on the left side this time. I was not ready because apparently this one you go way faster. And so I started going down and I was just going so fast. And mind you, this one is on the side, like the edge of the mountain. It was a hill. The only thing separating me from the edge was just snow, and it wasn't compact either. This was like freshly fallen snow. So I thought I was gonna slide off the mountain because I was going so fast. I was fine. I made it to the bottom so much faster than the first time, and it was really, really fun. But I wanted to give my cousins the chance to go sledding, and also my dad was taking pictures and I wanted him to go sledding. I knew he would love it, so I wanted him to go sledding, but also I was really cold. So my mom and I headed back to our condo, and on the way back we actually made or helped make a snowman. My cousins had started making a snowman and we hopped in and decided to help them. And this snowman was taller than I was, and I'm like 5'9½", so it was a tall, big snowman. It was really fun. Then I made a snow angel, and then I went back and I changed, and yeah, it was really, really fun. So if you ever get the opportunity to go sledding, do it. You won't regret it. It is so fun. Even if you don't like the cold. I don't like the cold. I mean, the cold is okay, but like the really cold and the snow, I'm not the biggest fan, but I still really, really loved it. Alright, I better try some of this dip now. I'm going to start with the grams because I feel like I'm going to get a better flavor of the dip with them. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to cleanse my mouth. Okay. That's what it looks like. This one's super thick. That literally tastes just like cake batter. Wow. Those are very, very good in it. This is one of those dips that when you have it in your mouth and you try to talk, I don't know how to explain it, but like you try to say a word and it doesn't come out because it's so thick. So, if I ever sound stupid, I'm blaming it on the dip. Now for a speculoos cookie. Those are good, but they're not as good as the graham crackers because the flavors are just a little bit too diverse. But it's still good. I just like the softness of the graham crackers. It's just easier to eat. So, it was a few days after we left the resort. We went down to my grandpa's house and stayed with him. And one of the nights, we ended up going to see my cousin who works at this store called Shields. And oh my gosh, I love this cousin. He's pretty much my best friend and I love him so, so much. Anyway, in the Shields that he works at, there's a Ferris wheel inside, and he said that he could give us some tokens so we could ride it for free. because the tokens are only $1 each anyway. So we rode the Ferris wheel and it was so fun. He ended up telling me, I think, that it's the biggest indoor Ferris wheel in Utah, which is really cool. It was actually really last minute. It was like 7 and Shields closes at 9. And so we headed down there, and by the time we got there, it was like 7:30. So we didn't have a lot of time, but it was really, really fun. And we actually got to do a lot more than I expected. Like, they have this really cute aquarium thing in the store, and they have an area where you can purchase guns, and you can look at them and hold them. Obviously, they're not loaded. There's a decor section. There's a little cafe downstairs, a little candy factory. Like, it's just so cute. There's so much to do. So that was super fun. And then the next morning we went to a China reunion. So every summer or winter we try to get together with people we knew from China who have moved back here to the US. It's always so cool to see these people again, but this time it was people that we hadn't seen since like our first few years of living there. So I was only 4 years old when we moved there, so I was really young, so I didn't remember these people that well. My parents did, and so it was really cool for my parents to be able to go and see their friends again and all of that. But especially because I didn't remember them, my brothers definitely didn't remember them because they were very, very young. So I just pretty much hung out with my brothers, except I ended up talking to this kid named Lucas. And Lucas, we might have met in China before. I don't know if we really crossed paths, but we talked a lot, and it was really, really cool, especially because Lucas has a YouTube channel, and we talked a lot about YouTube and how we love it. His YouTube channel is L Boy Carson, and his stuff is really, really cool. He does a lot of like cinematic movie making, and he does a lot of other fun stuff too. His stuff is just so good, and I'm so excited to see what he does in the future. So please go subscribe to him because his videos are very, very cool, and he's such a good guy. Like, so please go subscribe. But yeah, we talked a lot, and then the place that we were at, they actually have horses, so we got to go see these horses. So cute, so cute. I hate it when it breaks like that. It's not fair. So I think there were 10 horses in total, or 9. But my favorite one was Big Mac. I'm pretty sure that's his name, Big Mac. He is huge. I tried to take a comparison photo, so I took a picture of Japheth, my brother, next to the horse. Japheth is like 6'1", 6'2", very tall, and this picture, I'll pop it on the screen. They're the same height, but the horse, like, it just doesn't do it justice. The horse was huge, because not only was it tall, but it was big. The guy who owns the horse said that his hooves were almost the size of like dinner plates. That's huge. Anyway, but he's the sweetest horse. So cute. I took a picture of his face too. They have a horse there who is 29 years old, and 30 years old is usually when horses pass away. Like, most horses actually don't even make it to 30. So this is an old horse, and I didn't know that. I'm not a horse expert, so I didn't know this. I was just told this by the owner, so. But he was adorable. And there was this one horse named Cooper who would not come in and let us pet him. He just stood in the same position for, I kid you not, like 5 to 10 minutes. I took a picture because it was so funny. He was just standing there. That was really funny. I don't think he was afraid. He just looked so done. But that was really fun. It was a really, really cool experience, especially getting to meet Lucas, and that was just so cool. And then that night we had a Christmas party. Even though Christmas had already passed, we had this Christmas party with my dad's side of the family, which was amazing. I got to see all my cousins. Well, not all of them, because not all of them are there, but I got to see a lot of my cousins, and I just love them so much. I'm so grateful for my extended family. and my family, but I'm just so blessed. And I'm not trying to like boast or anything. I'm aware that I have an amazing family and I'm just so grateful. But we did a white elephant and it was really fun and funny and kind of disappointing at the same time, but also really good. I ended up getting this football mug, and one of my cousins, she said, it looks like somebody bought that at like a DI or like a thrift shop because it looked really old and used. And I was like, great, now I feel more comfortable with having that. But then my other cousin saved the day and he traded this fan thingy with my mug. So it wasn't all a fail. It's super hot in Nevada, so the fan was a win. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we did a few more things. Like one of the days we ended up going to my Oma and Opa's house, my dad's mom and dad. We just helped them clean up around the house and we spent time with them, and it was a really good experience. They're literally the cutest thing. It was adorable. My grandpa, my Opa, he kept asking my Oma if she was okay. He'd be like, are you okay? And then one of the times, it was so cute, he asked her that and she was like, yeah. And then he said, I'm glad. I'm glad. And it was so cute. I love my Oma and Opa. They are literally the cutest things ever. My Opa is hilarious. So we were driving to the store. My dad was driving, and then my Opa was in the passenger seat, and then I was in the back. And then everybody else stayed behind at my Oma and Opa's house. And my dad was driving on the far right lane, and his car in front of him was turning into a parking lot. And we kind of had to slow down quickly, but my dad was in total control. But my Opa, he didn't even like freak out or say anything super loudly. He was very soft spoken. He was like, watch out. Like just very softly. It was really funny. And then my dad, he was like, we're good. And then my Opa repeated and he was like, we're good. It was so funny. I was just in the back dying. Very funny. My goodness. That one's very filling. I'm like full now. Ah. Alright, I'm just gonna take 2 more bites of this and then I'm gonna call it good. Last bite. Mmm. Then keep sliding. Okay, alright you guys, that is the end of this mukbang. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you are having an amazing year. I really hope you are happy and staying safe and healthy. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!